those executives that are people of color, especially, or women, especially women of color, are asked to weigh in on current events simply because those events have impacted their own communities. So, for example, we saw this in the wake of George Floyd's murder, where all of a sudden, Black financial advisors and executives and accountants and business owners were being called out of the blue to ask, can you speak about how you feel about these events that are happening? And it happens all the time, especially in my circles where financial experts will be asked to have an interview, let's say, about the markets. And halfway through the interview, they're asked, by the way, I know you are Asian American. How do you feel about the recent devastating murder of Asian Americans in Monterey Park and Half Moon Bay? And I want to get across to journalists, especially those who are white journalists, who don't come with that understanding of the weight of generational trauma, is that when you are asking someone out of the blue, without them opting in, to tell you how they feel about these incidents and these things happening in our world, you are asking them to tap into pain and trauma and sadness all on your behalf. And it needs to stop. And there are so many resources out there. There are authors and influencers and DE&I executives who proactively put out resources for the media, for the public, with links, calls to action, statements about their grief and their reaction to these events. Use that information available to you. Please do not tap into your current Rolodex of sources who have nothing to do with these events other than the fact that it's their communities, people from their racial and ethnic backgrounds who are being impacted. And my message to you, if you are someone who has unfortunately had this situation happen as a source for the media, if you've been bait and switched into talking about your reaction to these events, you do not owe anyone anything, especially not a journalist, especially not anyone else asking for you to tap into your experience and share your experience for their gain and their knowledge, because you know this, but I'm going to say it anyway. That is their responsibility to learn and to listen. That is not yours to teach them.